So today is Thursday, August 7th, and I'm here to give you your fishing report on Table Rock Lake. But before we get into the fishing report, got a couple announcements to make. One, which is most important of all, is today is mine and my wife's anniversary. And guys, I've got to give a special shout out to my wife. She has absolutely been the most amazing wife ever. She supported me through all of my dreams. She's been there with me through the thick and the thin, the good, the bad, the ugly. Guys, everything. She's seen me at my worst, and that is saying a lot, and she stuck by my side through everything. And guys, I am very, very blessed to have her right beside me. I will say this would have been impossible without her. So that being said, thank you, Maggie. I love you very much, and I hope you have a very, very, very great anniversary today. So I've got her some flowers and a card, and we're going on a cruise starting tomorrow. We're leaving out first thing in the morning and driving to Galveston. And we're gonna go spend a week in Mexico. So, also that being said, there will not be a fishing report next week. And last night I was in a night tournament, and I've got some maintenance issues with my boat. So it couldn't come at a better time. Me and Danny, my partner, we were on them, and then my trolling motor just gave out. For whatever reason, it just quit working. And when you're in a situation like that and you got to maneuver around the fish and stay on the brush piles and all that stuff, you guys can imagine. It sucks, but we're gonna get some stuff done to the boat. It's actually getting waxed right now, and it's getting pampered. It's having its day at the spa, so it's down at the shop, literally right down here, getting its wax and everything done to it so it can look pretty for you guys, or for me. So let's get into this week's fishing report. Guys, if you haven't watched my August 5th, it was on Tuesday, go back and watch it. You can refer to that as well. So I will say this, brush piles. Brush piles is a big key right now. Shade is a very big key right now. If you can find brush piles and shade, that's a bonus, because that's where those bigger fish are setting up, on those bigger brush piles. And I'm just gonna give a little nugget out there that you guys should know. I've always been told this as I was growing up: for every 10 no's, you're gonna get one yes. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is every 10 brush piles you hit, there's gonna be that one that says yes. And what I mean by yes is it's gonna be holding a couple of big fish. So you have to get in this mindset that when you pull up to a brush pile and you see some brim around it or some bait around it, fish it, okay? If you don't see any bait anywhere near that brush pile or around it, don't even waste your time fishing it. There might be a couple of fish in there, but they're not gonna be big, okay? Big fish like to stay around bait. If you haven't noticed, if you go to a buffet, like let's just say Western Sizzlin', and they didn't have an all-you-could-eat buffet, would you eat there? No, you wouldn't eat there because there's no food. So don't fish where there's not bait. Now we got that established. So guys, you need to hit brush piles, okay? With bait on them. You can definitely see with your forward-facing sonar or your active target if they have that. If you don't have active target or forward-facing sonar, and all I'm gonna say is look at it on your side scan, see if you can see some balls of bait near or around the brush pile. And if there's bait in that vicinity, fish it. If you go over a brush pile and look on your side scan and there's absolutely no bait, don't fish it, okay? Just go on to the next one. You're gonna find a brush pile that has bait nearby. So key is bait on the brush pile, shade, preferably, and that's it. So it's pretty short and simple this week. Stick to those. I wouldn't even necessarily say stick to main lake channels, but there's a lot of brush piles out there. And as I tell my friends on a daily basis, and they know who I'm talking about right now as I'm telling this video, because I had a conversation with him earlier. Don't spend a lot of time on that one brush pile, okay? So say that there's bait there, right? And you know that there's fish in there, and you throw at it 10 times and don't get a bite, get out of there. Because somewhere on this lake, there are fish biting somewhere. They don't have a beaking on them, on a fish that says, hey guys, we're all not gonna eat, okay? We're just not gonna eat, okay? That's not how it works, okay? Big bass eat with big baits, so make sure you have a big bait tied on. And I like a 12-inch worm. I'll sometimes switch down to a 10-inch, but I don't think it really matters. I've been using Jun Bug a lot and plum. As you can see on Tuesday's video, I was using Jun Bug. Sometimes I have to go back to plum. It's just whatever they want that day. So what I was saying to that, don't waste a lot of time on brush piles, okay? So if they're not on that specific brush pile, go to another one, then go to another one, then go to another one, then go to another one. 10 cast, go to another one. 10 cast, go to another one. Repeat it, okay? Continuously repeat it. Now, let's say you have 50 brush piles that you're gonna run through the night, or you're gonna just run through the day during your tournament. Hit every brush pile. During that time of those brush piles that you come to and you don't see bait around those brush piles that you have marked, don't worry about running them back through, okay? The pros, these guys will go back to a brush pile that has fish on it. If they didn't eat, eventually at some point in time, they are going to eat, okay? They are going to bite at some point in time, okay? It's just if you hit that window, that 45-minute window or a 30-minute window that you just pull up on at the right time and just pull some fish. Guys, I've done this for a very, very long time. You have just got to run brush piles during the summertime because it creates shade for the bass. They're hidden, they're an ambush predator, and that's what they love to do. Sometimes they get in the heart of it. Now, how do I fish this brush pile? I usually throw it past the brush pile around 5 to 10 feet. I like 10 feet. How far do I put my boat away from that brush pile? It's usually around 60 to 70 feet, so I can get a good cast past that brush pile. Now, I've had a lot of my success is just working that worm, just working it pretty slow up above and on top of that brush pile. If you can get that worm to fall down in cracks, it helps you a lot better. But those bass are continuously looking up. They will come up and get it. You will see it on your forward-facing sonar. They will come up, grab it, and go directly back down. As soon as you see them come up and grab it, just go ahead and set the hook, okay? They've got it, and when they go down, set the hook. That's the way you can pull them out really, really easy. So guys, that's the key this week to my success. This week, also thump gel. I like the Zoom 10-inch and 12-inch worms, Jun Bug and plum. We sell those at Modern Outdoor Tackle. So go in and talk to Wes and Dane, and they'll tell you what I've been throwing. They know what I'm throwing on a daily basis. You know, I talk to Dane, tell him all the stuff. And Dane, he is out on the water too, okay? He's a college bass fisherman, so he's out here quite a bit. So he's trying to get better every day. So go get you some 10 to 12-inch worms. I like June Bug or plum. If you're night fishing, I would say the exact same thing. Do that because they still bite at night and they still see very good at night with whatever you're throwing. Just work those brush piles, guys, and don't get frustrated if you've hit 10 to 15 brush piles and you haven't caught a fish and you're saying, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about or whatever. I promise you, within the 20th or 25th fish brush pile, I'm gonna be honest with you, within the first 10, you should at least catch 2 or 3 fish out of those brush piles, okay? So, guys, that's all this week. Like I said, if you wanna book on the water lessons, I will not be here this week, but I will be back the next week. I think that will be August. Let's see. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think I'll be back on the 16th. So 17th, I'll be ready to go. The boat should be ready to go. Yeah, so if you want to book on the water lessons with me, contact me this week. I have a lot of local fishermen that like to learn more, get more knowledge, learn how I do things, how I tackle a lake. And I also have people that have, you know, that just want to just come. They're new here to the lake and they want to learn the lake, and I take them and show the lake that they've never fished this lake before or anything like that, and I tell them what to throw. We usually spend about 2 or 3 hours out there, and we just ride around the boat, and I kind of show them things and how to do different techniques. So it's really fun. Everyone enjoys it. I have a lot of success out of it, and people always call me and tell me thank you all the time. So it is working. So, and if you want to book a guided trip, just DM me through my YouTube here, or go to my website at Hines Guide Service, and you know, I'll try to book a trip with me. So guys, thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. It helps us out a ton. We love you here at the Hines family. We are so blessed to be able to get to do this and to make fishing fun again. I know it can get frustrating out there, but don't get frustrated. It's just fishing. That's part of it. Trying to figure out the 1,000-word piece, puzzle to try to get it. And yeah, guys, have fun, enjoy it. Take a kid fishing. Like I said, if you have any questions, contact me. I'll try to be able to help you out as much as I can. Leave a comment. That always helps as well. I have a lot of people that comment and they ask me questions. What do I do here? What do I do there? And I usually tell them, this is what I would do, or this is what I would try. So guys, we will see you in 2 weeks. Y'all have a blessed one. We'll talk to you next week.